New update video, and on the order of business today is Vita stuff. Just picked up some new games and stuff, so I'm going to be excited to talk about that, and hopefully soon I'll be able to start my Vita videos if I can find a camera that's actually good enough to do the LED screen on there. And for today, yesterday I picked up two new games. This game I had when I first got my first Vita. It's called Unit 13. It's made by the team that did SOCOM for the first PS games and for the PSP games they did. It's a really good game. It's a third-person shooter. There's not much I can say about it other than there's really good daily challenges. The multiplayer mode I haven't really played much, but I bought it used this time and they actually did sell me a online pass with it even though it was used, so way to GameStop. And the newest collection game here is Persona 4 Golden. Now, I never played it when it came out on PlayStation 2, but as far as I can tell right now, this is going to be one of my favorite games for Vita. It's one of the highest rated games. The highest rating I've seen for it's a 9.4 out of 10. I would give it at least a 9 out of 10 so far, and I'm not even maybe 4 hours into it, if that. It's wonderful. I'll have to play some more before I can really give a good review on that, but other than that, the current playthroughs I'm going with are Gravity Rush. Now, I don't have the physical copy of the game, but I do have PlayStation Premium, and it's free this month. So the good things about it is it's made by one of the lead directors from the original Silent Hill, and I love the way he does his graphics, the pixelated shading, and the way that he does the character design is just fantastic. The story, I'm not much into the story. It's got some pretty cool points to it, but other than that, I really just like to pick it up and play it whenever I can. So far, I'm about 8 chapters in, and the game is pretty well made. First 5 chapters, there's not much combat to it. Combat's a little, it's a little crappy. It's not really my thing. It's mainly just kicking and flying up in the air and kicking, but other than that, it's really challenging, and the no gravity aspect's really good. But the bad things would be the combat. It could be a lot better. There could be some types of weapons, but I guess they wanted to make a more chill game. It's not very violent. The enemies don't really attack you much. When they do attack you, your health bar goes down quite a bit, so that's the challenge to it. But mainly it's more of a parkour type, find what you gotta find, do what you gotta do RPG. And that's really good. But the gravity aspect is definitely what's given it its name, and it's a very good game. And like I said, I'm doing Persona 4 right now. Hopefully I'll be able to get some videos of that up. I want to play some more before I really give you guys a good idea of how I like it. And the main game I'm wanting to go through right now is Final Fantasy VII. Now I'm taking my time with it because it's been a very long time since I beat it on PlayStation 1. It's my all-time favorite Final Fantasy game. The new ones have nothing on it. It's just fantastic. I can't really say much more about it. Square Enix, Squaresoft outdid themselves with it, and if they ever did want to do a remake in HD and put it on PS3, I would buy it as soon as I could. Now, the problems I have with it now is on Vita, it doesn't have the, I guess you could say, the substance that it did whenever it was on PS1. You open this case and there's like 7 discs in there. It's really overwhelming. On Vita, they have a system where whenever you get to the point where you would have switched discs on PlayStation 1, you have to hit an interface screen, and it switches the game disc for you, and there's no actual disc since it's a downloadable game. But it still feels like it did whenever I played it the first time. It's been a very long time, so the good things about it are still, some of the best character design. The graphics still suffer because it's an older game, but the character design is fantastic, and Cloud is my all-time favorite Final Fantasy character, and he is in every bit of his glory as he was the first time you play as him, I promise. It's fantastic. It's really not that expensive either. It's $10 on PSN store. That's a great price for such a great game, especially one you couldn't go to the store and pick up anymore. You cannot find a physical copy of this game unless you lived in either Japan or find some game store that still sells PS1 games, but I guess the bad things would still be that it's just not as console heavy as it felt whenever you first played it. Playing Final Fantasy VII when it came out would be like playing, some of the big blockbuster games now. You're like, oh, I can't wait to get the new Assassin's Creed. Well, you don't really get that feeling with the new Final Fantasy games back then. Back then, Final Fantasy was the shit. Now it's kind of put behind, but Final Fantasy VII, everybody should check it out. I recommend it to any type of gamer. I don't even remember how old I was when I played it the first time, so at least 8 and up, because I mean, if you're younger than 8, you might not understand the story that far. You might want to start with some of the newer ones to understand, or maybe the older ones actually. But it was one of the first 3D ones they made, and it's really got some great time on it. So hopefully I'll be able to get some videos up of the playthroughs of that. Like I said, I might do a whole nother channel if I have enough videos and just make it a whole Final Fantasy type deal. So other than that, stuff I plan to do in the future, this one's all about Vita. Really don't have much else right now. I mean, I'm going to be playing some other games on PS3 and 360, and I might do some stuff on that, but I really just wanted to make this channel to make sure everybody knows that I completely support Vita. I know there's a lot of videos online that are saying that Vita's going to fail and that PlayStation's really going under, but I just want you guys to know that I completely hopped on the Vita train for the second time, and I don't plan on getting off of it this time. And you know, if you have any arguments or anything you want to put on there, just put it in the comment box. We'll discuss it. I'll make a video on any points you want, you know, anything like that. But if you did make it through this video and you're not a huge fan of the Vita, I just want you guys to know that I am going to do a Call of Duty video soon with one of my friends, Joey. He has a YouTube video that he's been doing a whole lot of stuff with Call of Duty, and we're going to do a collaboration thing with him about how he feels about Call of Duty. And we have some stuff planned with Ian the Carrier. He's going to come on and talk about his collection of game systems. I've actually sold quite a few game systems I had to him, and he's got a lot to say about games, and he's actually the reason I wanted to start a video like this. So we got a lot of that coming up, and there's not much in the plans right now. I mean, I just want to take it about a week at a time, maybe. I won't do 3 videos a week all the time, but I will definitely do a weekly game talk video, and the intro video, of course, I had to have in case anybody didn't understand why I was doing this. And I'm going to have a weekly Vita video, so that's about that. Before I go, I'm going to mention that PSN's been down for like 2 days now, and it said it's supposed to be back on around 8 this morning or 8 tonight. Can't really tell because most of the stuff that I've read online it was like Japan stuff, so not sure when it's going to be back on here. And there's a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do with Persona and Unit 13 that's online stuff, so hopefully the PSN will be back on. If you guys have any other information about when that'll be back on, feel free to comment. Other than that, subscribe, like, comment, and give me any criticism. I don't care. See ya.